This week, Americans may soon be smoking more weed than cigarettes. A Wisconsin man was hospitalized with lung damage after using fake vape cart, and a new study says legalization is linked to a decreased interest in alcohol. Hi, this is Mary with Mary Jane News, and you're watching This Week in Weed. The Gallup poll, which published last Thursday, suggests that the rate of cannabis use in the U.S. almost matches the rate of cigarette smoking. The poll found that 12% of adults who took the survey consumed weed within the past week. That's nearly the same rate that people smoke cigarettes, which comes in at 15%. What the poll really shows is that trends are shifting. Gallup's data in 2013 showed that just 7% of adults admitted to smoking weed. But since 2015, that range has fluctuated between 11 and 13%. The Gallup also claimed that a quarter of all U.S. adults are smoking something, whether that's tobacco, weed, vape juice, or peyote. Just kidding, peyote was not involved in this. But those who regularly engage in smoking tobacco, cannabis, and vape juice did make up the smallest minority at just 1%. A 26-year-old from Burlington, Wisconsin, was hospitalized with critical lung damage last week after consuming a counterfeit Dank Vapes cannabis cartridge. According to Fox 6 News, the man was assumed to be suffering from pneumonia when he arrived at the hospital, before his condition rapidly worsened and doctors put him in a coma. According to the victim's brother, the hospitalized man smoked a fake vape cart that advertised a rose gold strain and an astronomically high THC percentage. It's confirmed that the cartridge did not come from a licensed dispensary and is thought to have contained a number of substances, including pesticides or synthetic cannabinoids. As of last week, the 26-year-old couldn't breathe on his own, and his heart rate almost flatlined. This is yet another example of how dangerous cannabis prohibition actually is and why we need federal reform ASAP. A new study exploring the side effects of cannabis legalization found that people in adult use states become less interested in alcohol once pot becomes legal. This ultimately confirms previous studies connecting legal weed to a decrease in alcohol sales. The study was published in the Marketing Science Journal and examined data from a US-based web portal recorded between January 2014 and April 2017. The dataset covered over 28 million searches and 120 million ad impressions related to the cannabis, alcohol, and tobacco industries. The research discovered that online searches for alcohol decreased by 11% immediately following legalization, but searches for tobacco increased by 8%. These findings led researchers to conclude that legalization reduces search volume and advertising effectiveness for alcohol, but increases those for tobacco. Hence, cannabis appears to be a substitute for alcohol, but not tobacco. The study also reported that web searches for cannabis increased by 17% in states that legalize adult use. It should be noted that this increased interest was solely associated with adults, as the number of web searches for cannabis by people aged 19 or younger were left out of these figures. For more cannabis data and news, head over to maryjane.com.